we're 9 days away from the biggest arm wrestling super match in the history. Levan, Devon.
Who said it's biggest in history?
I said it. Do you think it's not?
Every year, every few years, every decade, there are some huge matches, and it's not the first time. Of course, right now, audience, social media, all the people around, it is bigger, but it's. I definitely believe that Devon himself and Denis Tsiplenkov and John and Devon and some other fights before, some older version of John against Cliff Dean or Johnny Walker or any other. Those all are huge matches, and just now it's maybe time is different, and
more eyes on the event.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when it first was announced, what was your thoughts? Who do you think is the favorite? At the start.
It's still for me. I still believe it's Levan is favorite. I believe it's like I had said before, like it's impossible to predict, but I would say 70-30 for Levan. But of course, Devon has done some great homework with all that PR, with all that social media, and he's selling great. His fights as always, and he's doing absolutely fantastic job and.
Promoting and arm wrestling, two different things.
Exactly, but that general population and general fans of arm wrestling is believing him a lot, and we can see that right now. If we would ask some opinion about result, it's somewhere like even close. It's or even lately, I think people are saying that Devon will win more than Levan, and it was just a few months ago. General opinion was different, but for me it's still same. I'm not saying that Devon don't have a chance. Of course he has. Of course it's a sport. It's a combat sport. It's arm wrestling. That's why it's fun. It's impossible to predict. But Devon is preparing. He's growing. He's getting bigger. But Levan is not sleeping as well. They both are growing like mushrooms after rain, and it's always questions as well. For me, it's question: is bigger better? Is heavier better? Is hypertrophy and strength goes so close together? Is it correlation between them so close? Do you really need to be 100, 180, 190, or do you really need to be 130, 140 to be that strong? Maybe.
Devon shows and Levan shows that you need to be that strong and to be big. It's very hard to be a smaller man and win this one. But do you think, like,
it's also
how big a disadvantage is for Devon, the weight difference?
I think one level is where you get it's maybe not so important anymore. If it's 55 kilo and 75, it's huge. When it's 140 and 160 or 170, it's not so big difference anymore. I even remember that some of heavyweights. Like Andrei Pushkar, he says that when he's too heavy, he don't feel so good anymore, and he kind of cut away a little bit before super fights. So it's questionable, but we have talked about that before as well. That for me, it's a little bit like philosophical question, like how much you really are ready to sacrifice for this success, for those results, and do you choose between health, life, performance, sport? Where is that line? Where it is? Because it's no question for me. Like walking around with 180 kilos, it's not healthy at all. It's for your health, for your cardiovascular system, for your bones, joints. It's such a big loads, and to gain 30 kilo in a year or so. How Devon has done almost, it's again question how healthy it is, but
your Janis is thinking about their health, but let's talk about their arm wrestling. Let them. I think
champ or die. Yeah.
That is their problem at this point. I think they choose. You choose your destiny, and you want to be the one. I kind of believe you have to do those things if you want to be the guy. If you have money to bet on, you would bet on Levan.
Levan, yeah.
Okay, but what would you want to see, like an arm wrestling fan? Like, what would be match you want to see? You want to see war, or you want, because
I don't want to see some absolute dominance from one of them. I want to see a fight, and as in any arm wrestling match, I prefer to see some techniques, tactics, some technical adjustments when one need to change something, when we could see maybe some transitions in styles. But when I start to talk about that, it's also clear that if fight will get to that point where we will see some transitions and changes and techniques, very possible that's advantage for Devon, and that's a Devon who will do those transitions. Because I don't believe also that if, for example, Devon will win first round or second round or first two, Levan will be able to come back. But it's also possible that there could be absolute dominance from both of them. I don't know. We are just like
we're guessing.
Guessing. Who knows?
Yeah, but if your rational mind says still 11.
Yeah. But it's you have to be. You know history. You know what has happened before. You know some results. We have seen Devon pulling some athletes, some top caliber arm wrestlers. We have seen Levan pulling some top caliber arm wrestlers. And in my eyes, Levan is looking better right now. And last few years, Levan has been more dominant. And I believe that gap between that exists. And yes, Devon is trying to close this. He's getting better, but is it possible? I don't know. And if you just try to judge logical, it should be that Levan is winning, and people are not logical always, and that's why fans are right now are speaking about some advantage for Devon, because they are I believe they are too emotional, and they are watching all those talks before, and that's good.
Okay, would you want Devon to win? What would be your who would you want win in this match? Like,
you want to ask like a clear favorite?
Yeah, not favorite, but like no one. You don't care who wins.
I know them both personally, and but like if I would ask you, what you would say?
I
would let me say I want friendship to win. Yeah, or I want arm wrestling to win.
I'll say who it is. I would say I want Devon to win, because I think that would give more for the sport at this point. Because it's a crazy story. The story would be amazing to tell. But I don't see that happening.
I don't like when someone is too dominant for too long. Right now, Levan is dominant, and I kind of want to see someone who can challenge him.
Yeah.
And in a person of Devon, I see that he could do maybe, I don't know how much. And in a long term, always you want to see some surprises. You want to see some new faces, but I will not answer like, and I don't know, and I don't have actually like one clear favorite. Like I would say, I will with 100% support him.
Yeah.
Usually you see a fight, you see one is losing or winning, so you want to maybe see some comeback, and you're like, okay, what he could do against that, and even in time of fight, it could change your favorite.
Yeah. Okay, June 25, King of Table 4.
Yeah, you will be there?
I'll be there, yeah. You'll be here?
Not here. We will have some summer arm wrestling summer party with our club, so you will be missing. We will having good time as always. Maybe we will take some video, and absolutely we will watch that live. We will not miss that. Only maybe a little bit we will have too much beers with those lads there, but hopefully we will be fresh and ready to watch arm wrestling. So stay strong, stay motivated, and love arm wrestling.